Thank you very much, Trace. Yes, Mirage. And it's time to see if G2 have got enough ground covered on Dust 2. Momentum reset. A third and final attempt to see if the G2 roster can best a Na'Vi that have maintained a form no one thought possible.
A retake setup deployed by Na'Vi, and it's an A execution coming in from G2. We're going to see a couple of smokes explore the A site. They've got post-plant Molotovs as well as they line up smokes toward the connector here. Amanek will have all four of his teammates around him, just next towards the palace. First Molotov deployed towards Shadow. Boomich, he's been playing so well so far, unable to land shots on first contact.
We've seen, not Electronic, Na'Vi play this retake A very comfortably before. And it's happening again. Bomb will go down courtesy of Kenny. But now look at the aggression from the G2 boys. They're taking control of jungle and trying to take it by force. But Simple, he bides his time. And Info, Jack's going to call it out. But Simple seems so wise. He knows there's another, finds the angle. And he's playing it like a beast. He gets one. 4 versus 3. Made, oh my goodness, 5 versus 2, excuse me. They're multiplying. And another retake from Na'Vi looking successful.
Yeah, it looks like the round is done, unfortunately. Bomb planted, but another extraordinary retake there from Na'Vi. The fact they let the bomb go down, Flamey gets 3 kills. You see that movement from Simple as well. He feigns the fact he's jumped out the window. They bought that. They thought he was going towards connector. He jumps on the ledge, jumps back up, and at that point, headshot found, retake begins, and all of the G2 members completely eviscerated on the site. Like I said though, bomb planted does enable them to bring out a few rifles going forward. This was the move here. They had no idea. Hunter wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it, and we were seeing it from his POV. So round 2, big one here for G2. AK, Jalil, Krieg, lots of firepower, not too much in terms of utility. Pretty equal setup on the CT side as well. Huge round here for G2, currently 2 maps against them.
Boomich has got, I'm going to call it, his signature weapon.
Yep.
Amanek may have the MAC-10, but the MP9, it's all Boomich and takes the AK out. No issues, leaping from the balcony. He descends upon Kenny, and that's enough. This round is over. They brought rifles, and it's no issue. Flamey, a triple kill round 2.
All right, then. Things starting to warm up quite nicely for Na'Vi. A solid A defense there. Barely had to break a sweat. G2 get nowhere near the bomb site, and it's the MP9, the signature weapon.
Look at the flames, he doesn't care.
Boss man Boomich just getting it done in the air, jumping kills, and he's feeling it now. He can taste glory. We'll see just Desert Eagles, Glocks, no armor, a single HE for Amanek. As we move into the next round, big spray down, a triple kill. It's the quad, and Flamey's got another race. He keeps racking them up. You can't slow this man down.
G2 Esports, they look like Skittles. He just bowls his bullets up middle and knocks them all down. The nade for good measure, let's see that again.
3 kills of the HE, we had a double kill on the previous map, but this keeps getting better and better. It's Simple with the covering fire, and Flamey mows them down. It's an eco round, but still it sets the tone for the rest of the half. 3-0, G2 bring out the Kenny SAWP. A slight compromise and no helmet could be a problem against the MP9 of FAMAS. As we'll see Simple now boost himself up towards shore.
I think the air in Katowice is going to be bruised the amount of time Simple's been punching it in celebration. My God, he does get tagged up, but he will retreat. Nanandez was talking about this before. You see Simple on his Dust 2 CT AWPing. Despite the damage early, he never looks flustered. Always repositioning, always feeling it, to quote Maniac.
Demoralizing start there for G2. They know it was an eco, but the way it goes down, they didn't even get a look into the round. And normally we talk about slowing it down, baiting out grenades, trying to get a bomb down, getting 1 kill. Yeah, he's got nothing there. And it's a difficult round coming up as well. They've got the rifles again, but severe lack of grenades. Hunter, known to get up and towards the window room. Flamey with the AK towards shore.
11 and 0.
That's nuts.
Untouched, a 12th added to the list. He's putting coal in all the stockings of G2 at this point. Another one perhaps on the cards and gets away. Scar-free, no issues for Flamey. He can tuck in on B, and G2, they've got 40 seconds to find a way back in. Simple. He closes the door on this round. And oh, Kenny, humiliated. FAMAS bullets find his spine, and now just 2 remain, Nexa and Amanek. They've got plenty of time, but Boomich is on the prowl.
He's locked them in. They don't want to be here at all. He's coming in towards the top of middle. The MP9, the master of the weapon, does find the bomb towards top of middle. Amanek is wondering what in God's name just happened to them there. How are these rounds just dissipating within seconds? He'll hold up, wait for mistakes on the CT side, but 5 seconds remain. He'll just have to sit back and wait. He could die after the timer here. This could actually be perfect for Boomich. If he gets his kill, call it done, because you'd have no money going forward there. But Amanek will be able to hold on to the rifle. He still gets no cash going forward. They're a maximum loss bonus for no plan. They'll take a timeout, and a much-needed one. Slow the pacing down in this game. So they'll have one Krieg. Amanek can buy up a couple of flashbangs or a smoke to go with it. His teammates can bring out Galil, armor, basic utility, but that's going to be the rest of the half for them. They keep this up. They need to either take a partial buy here, take that one on the chin, let it go to 5-0, and then start to get themselves back into the game. Or they could fully invest and go for broke. We'll see. Jax's Deagle suggests they'll go for the partial buy, but so far so good for Na'Vi in this third map. Remember, we've only really seen G2 play Mirage once this year. That was in this tournament.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned, though, that was against a weak 100 Thieves that day.
It definitely, but I do also feel like Nexa made the good point in that interview with Frankie afterwards, saying that, you know, we brought our Mirage from crazy. Nexa and Hunter, it's our favorite map, and you saw so many elements of the G2 CT side looking like that of crazy, lots of well-timed CT aggro pushes. We're not there yet, though. It's G2 that have to bring the fight to Na'Vi, and, well, a good opportunity is missed. Simple will miss the bullet on the aggressive Deagle peak of Jax, and so things will slow.
Desperate for an opening. Amanek fires off bullets through the smoke, but in response, he just received the HE grenade. Chips away 40 damage. Deagle shots coming through, and look at the CD setup. 2 AKs, AWP, money swelling out of control as well. Looking for a 5-0. Final play towards A. They can smoke off CT spawn. Or towards connector. They have a Molotov as well. Commonly overlooked position. Boomich will sit towards Sandwich. Baited in by Simple on the ticket booth for now. There's no way they can flash him out of position. That's a real big problem. They can smoke him out, but on ticket booth, he'll be absolutely fine to get a couple. Boomich can focus towards Palace, allowing Simple just to focus purely towards the A ramp.
Incendiary, oh, it cost him 80 health, and that Palace swing could punish, but it's looking perfect from Boomich, just sitting in Sandwich. He's having his cake, and he's eating it, no issues. Electronic converts.
Looked like they were in trouble there. A missed shot from Simple, wasn't looking towards the A ramp, still gets the Incendiary out, forces them to commit, but Boomich, he handles it well. Flamey is yet to die. He's 12-0 right now as we enter round 6.
Okay, if Na'Vi come through and convert a grand final with players setting personal records in the grand final, Boomich has the most frags he's ever had.
Just a note, Perfecto again, 0-0-0. He hasn't had a look at the Bianca. He's just like, guys, please could I be part of this grand final?
Keep it up, guys. It looks like it's going great.
Could I have a go? Is there any way I could get a few shots off as well? Just his teammates. Oh no! God. Big spray down coming in, but Boomich not ready for it. A chance now for G2. They're going to have to swarm the A side. Get the bomb down quickly.
As soon as they get a way in, someone gets one tap through the smoke. Flamey's 13th straight through. They will be planting on that tri-box area. And, he would have been miffed if I was Hunter and Simple pulled the trigger a second earlier, but now they've got a shot at this. Disadvantage for the retake.
We know how good these retakes have been, though. The problem is the T's only have a couple of flashbangs remaining. Kenny S will have to be combative here. He needs to land some shots, but it's Electronic that completely removes him from the equation. Hunter locked in by the flames. He's going to go down. It's a 3 versus 1, and Jax is nowhere to be seen. He's at the connector right now. He'll probably get this first kill towards Simple, but I think the defuse will be coming in momentarily. Here he comes. Can he stop this? Absolutely not. Decent effort there. The best chance they've had so far on the G2 side, but Na'Vi confirmed victory once again. 6-0. Bomb planted, maximum loss bonus. They can buy again. Jax would have to drop the AWP as we go into round 7. Still, he had to post a frag. Kenny S, we said going into this one, he had to be instrumental in the success for G2. That was the big storyline, him versus Simple. He's 0-6 right now.
Yeah, not completely absent. We also, you know, another one we built on Nuke was Nexa Boomich, and well, there was a clear fragging in-game leader. I did not stutter. And outside of that, if you add up all of G2's frags right now, Flamey has more than double the frags of G2. That's saying something. He has 13 frags.
Well, at least he does bleed. He's at least been taken down at this point. 1 death to his name, a Hunter. He snuck through behind enemy lines here. Great shot towards Electronic. Another good advantage here. Not held on to, though. It's going to be Flamey that brings it back to the 4-4. Smokes towards the Palace. Needs to focus towards Connector now. Kenny S one step ahead of him. That's his first frag of the half. They'll swarm towards the A side. This round has to be theirs, Alex.
It's so promising. I don't even see a way in which they can make an impact. Boomic's push through T is not going to bear fruit. Instead, he's just going to be so late to the party. I say that. The bomb yet to go down. It looks like Kenny biding his time. They take CT control with a flashbang and Jax. And yeah, this is poised to be the first for G2. I don't really see how Na'Vi get a look in.
They won't, but if they can take a few players down on their retreat, that would be something. Amanek sets himself up with smoke to block access towards Connector. But that's all it's going to be now. Na'Vi just looking to remove players as they leave the bomb site here. The round is G2's. Taking a bit of damage there towards Connector. Perfecto will fall back. Simple. Holds towards the vent. Oh, God, he's too good.
I don't understand. It just looks so fast. Jax didn't really get a look in. And so it will be the first for G2, and they do manage to preserve 3 of their rifles on the way out. Na'Vi don't manage to sabotage too much in the victory, and one of the first for them here on Mirage. So much cash in the Na'Vi bank, though. They've had so many players standing. It's not like G2 have been whittling away. We use that word sometimes, like whittling away, chipping away at the CT economy. Yeah. They've had 4 players standing the majority of these victories. Yeah, and in today's economy, you would normally say, okay, you go 6-0 up, you can lose 1 round, you'll be reset. They've had so many clean rounds, even after reinvestment here. Boomich does 5K. Electronic with $8,000. Simple with $8,000. The smoke blocked his strafe. I haven't seen that before. So he can't get up to the position he wants to, at least. But here's the push towards middle. CT smoke and the incendiary. And Hunter behind them, though. He knows this. He can get a couple of kills at this point. He'll sit there, ready and waiting. But Electronic seems to be onto him. Hunter waiting for the smoke to go down and hopefully find himself a couple of freebies. There's the first, called by Simple. That's twice. Hunter has done more than enough to get that opening kill. Heroics from Nico's cousin, 4v4. Missed shot from Simple. Trying to get that early damage to chip away at the G2 health, and it's been successful again. Kenny operating with 70, Jax down to 47. Real softened up for the M4s of the remaining Na'Vi squad. That's sick from Simple. Using the bench to get back towards window, a safer position. Now back towards CT spawn. For now, there are 4-4. 1 smoke, 2 flashes, a single Molotov. Reasonably healthy players as well on the G2 side as Na'Vi start to reposition. Recalculate the setup. Smoke towards Connector. Simple holding towards CT spawn. This will be an A finish as they make their way towards Tetris. Bomb on the back of Kenny. Simple avoids that flash. And he has a very tight line for the default cross. It's going to be obscured, but that's to set Perfecto up for some damage. Electronic draws their fire. Oh, and the timing could be perfect. Backs are turned, he hears it. Perfecto, 1 kill, 7 rounds. He still doesn't need to do anything. Electronic's just lining him up. 4 remain. It's a triple kill. Perfecto collects his second, and 7 now for Na'Vi's defense. Just absolutely running away with this grand final. G2 haven't really had a look in. Dust 2 was close. It was their best chance yet, but right now it's a very grim outlook. 3-0 written all over the walls here of Mirage. They'll take yet another tactical timeout in round number 9. They have got money, but not a massive amount. Here's the replay of Electronic trying to get up towards shore. Well spotted, Alex. Did you get blocked by the smoke as it came through? But do they buy into this round? Hunter with 3,400, Jax 3,500. The other 3 hovering around 5.5. So there is a buy there. There will be compromises. And it looks to me like they're taking a partial. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a hero rifle thrown into the mix here, but they won't expend all their cash. So there's a Galil for Hunter, $1,800. Gets himself some Kevlar as well. So a partial buy, but a bit of extra spice thrown in there. There's a chance they can win this one. Usually see A executions off these sort of rounds, or a full-on B, a set piece where you can smoke both pillars towards the kitchen window as well. Those are your 2 options, really. See which way they'd like to go with it. Looks to be a B lean. Smoke's already used, so no set piece to be thrown in the direction of Na'Vi. Boost up towards window. We said Hunter. This is his special move. He's done it again. Undetected for now. He's going to really do damage here, and he doesn't hesitate to take down Electronic. Upgrades his weapon. Nexa catches the jewel on Boomich. Things starting to spiral now for the Na'Vi defense. operating with just 3, and they're really sporadically spread across Mirage. Simple left to his own devices to hold this ramp push. They are only Deagles, and he is tucking in towards the default position. First shot missed. Jack's looking to react. A second. Simple, where are you? Running out of options, but still the no-scope connects. He needs another one. Finally, Perfecto's arrived, and he's found himself a double bombs on default, and the round just crumbles in the hands of G2.
I feel like they're so scared of Simple's presence on the bomb side there. No one wants to run into his AWP crosshair whatsoever. Amanek will be taken down. That's 2 opening picks for G2. And couldn't find Simple. Amazing movement from him. He misses 2 or 3 shots, so you'd think they'd swarm him. The fact they've got pistols, they'd be getting on top of his position, but they just wanted to stay away. He hits a no-scope, and at that point, Perfecto arrives, mops them up, and the round falls apart. This was the play there. So Kenny S, the one with the bomb, unfortunately, the player to jump up. Where is everyone else?
Whoa.
Great stuff from Perfecto, covering fire, coming through. Really saved the day here. Could have fallen apart much quicker. Kenny S, frustration starting to set in. He's found a single kill, 1 in 8. Amanek 1 in 7. Nexter and Jackson 2 kills. It's a similar story to the start of the game, and Kenny S is just getting removed.
He didn't pull the trigger.
I'm not sure if he couldn't see him there, but from the POV we saw, there was certain vision, but either way, Hunter does pull him back. The only player that's really fragging right now for G2.
He's doing everything he possibly can. He's pulled his teammates by the collar into another round. Feels like 3 rounds in a row, it's just been Hunter who gives G2 an opportunity. Now let's see if they can seize it. If ever there was a time, I mean, round 10, you're 2-0 down. Your star's giving you what you need. But this is more of a game than just reaction times and the fundamentals. It's about the mind, and Boomich, he's cold as ice onto the first. Good spray control from Electronic. At that range, that's ridiculous. Yeah,
it's pretty perfect, actually. Very difficult to pull that move off. And they go towards CT Spawn. Unfortunately, lads, you've got a couple of players ready and waiting. That's Perfecto. Starting to get a bit of action now. He was 0-0-0. Every rotation he's making now seems to be ideal. He hasn't died yet. He's actually 7-0 right now. No one has killed Perfecto, and we're going into round number 11.
0-0-7.
Oh, my goodness. What the hell? Okay, so 7 kills, 0 deaths. That means they haven't gone B at all, and every rotation he's making, he's absolutely nailed it.
That is crazy, and he's not only got 7 kills, that's the highest fragging we've seen from G2, and he's done it without a death. This is just all ways to demonstrate the dominance being displayed here by Na'Vi. Absolutely ripping a team that have humiliated others here in Katowice. Let's not forget G2 besting Mouse Sports, Liquid, to get them to the grand final stage, but it's Na'Vi who have seemed to hit a power spike, an unprecedented power spike, never before seen, certainly not on a grand final stage, and certainly not a beating like this. Simple, ready to pass judgment on G2, hammer onto Jax, and a second opportunity. I think he's even kind of worked out that there's another tucked in on connector. He's looking for it.
He seems to be very aware, doesn't he? Just making sure that he secures this round yet again. Simple. 7 kills. His name is Flamey at the top, though. Another show-stopping performance from him, 15-4. As they have full control of the A side. What's the final play here? They got 1 flash on the T side. We talked about their antics towards the window room. Hunter in position to get there again.
What is that?
Okay. There's not much you can do about that.
Okay, that's a response, and a crucial one from Hunter. He was spotted but still frags. Electronic gone, a crucial component, but now towards B with only 20 seconds. Flamey, you have to get this turret down, and there's nothing they can do now. Perfecto, a crucial frag. Kenny's gone. The round's completely stolen from them with 14 seconds. Nothing Hunter can really do. Perfecto will get another one added to the list. 3 in the round. That puts him 10-0. This doesn't feel, I'm going to say it, this doesn't feel like the final I was expecting at all.
Yeah, just remember, we haven't seen this G2 play a lot of Mirage. They did have one very good performance on it. But right now, in terms of the individual duels, they're getting absolutely destroyed. Their money's not coming online. The big sniper we built up, Kenny S, is on 1 in 10. Suggests he's just not getting any footing into this game whatsoever. He was non-existent on the first map, had some moments on the second. But right now, Na'Vi, everyone just looks fantastic. You've got Simple at the bottom of the scoreboard right now, and they're 10-1 up. That kind of says it all. That really does. That's a statement in itself.
Yeah, you've put that in a Petri dish. That's a very good sign of things to come for Na'Vi. Together for 2 weeks, by the way. 2 weeks of practice. And on the grand final stage versus a G2 who, for the first time ever, went on record saying they came into this tournament not thinking they could do good, but that they would. Well, they got to the grand finals. It seems that this one could just be a little too elusive. A Na'Vi with these hard-hitting players. Simple's feeling himself now, will get himself elevated and over to short for the aggressive line. A gap in the smoke to exploit, but no one's interested just yet. Can he bring in his AWP to the top mid party as well? And he's been taken down, at least Jax has, and jiggling to try and draw the Kenny shot. Now exposed as the smoke fades, Electronic trying to draw him back. They're playing this so well. It's not a one-man show, it's a five-man show, and it's the grand finals of Katowice.
2 players wounded, Hunter and Amanek, as they try and fight their way out of this mess. A few rounds to go, 10-5 would be serviceable. 12-3 would be possible. 14-1 would just not work out at all. Need to post a few more as they probe towards middle. The sniper of Kenny, primed but no armor, means he's incredibly squishy. That suggests he's got desperation right now. He's got 11 ADR. He hasn't had any input to this game whatsoever so far. Down he goes. Remember, no armor. The M4 just chews through him. And he's alone. Where's the spacing? Where's the basic team play there?
Oh, it's just clinical. One by one, they throw themselves against the rocks that is painted yellow and black.
He has got big clutch potential, but Na'Vi are not giving him a look in whatsoever. 11-1, no bomb planted now in 5 rounds, Alex. That's pretty much been clean. Fragging victories for Na'Vi. Even with the maximum loss bonus, you need to take another partial buy here. I just don't think they have the time to do so. They might have to take another force. Time will tell. Mac 10's being purchased, suggests it will be the partial coming through, but this is not the way we want to see the third map go down.
Part of me has got my pom-poms on, and maybe a skirt, that's optional, but I'm cheering for Perfecto for his first grand final.
That's a good point.
His first grand final, if he could finish a half of his first grand final in his career with 0 deaths.
Shit, he still hasn't died?
Yes, 0 deaths, bro.
I'd assume that would happen by now.
For some reason, and for the first time in my career, I'm cheering for a player not to die. 10, 2 assists,
That'd be
0
so
deaths.
Insane. If he finishes with no kills, that's got to be some sort of red. Lifting a trophy without even dying on a map. I even know that's a record we've kept track of as they make their way towards A. More of the same, I'm afraid. Boomich just absolutely going to town here. Lots of damage inflicted. They've got the man advantage, but I've got a good feeling about this. G2 can make this work, but maybe not so much. The kills through the smokes are a little bit too much to handle.
No!
Simple, no! They've had enough. They're already dead at this point. No! Leave them alone with the knife, please!
No! That's not okay!
Not 2 of them.
Oh, wow. An embodiment of the confidence that's flowing through the veins of Natus Vincere. That cheeky bastard Simple has got his knife out on the grand final stage.
You hate to see it, but you also kind of love it. So, terrorist time out here. They're going to have their final one of the game. Maybe even the tournament. He's loving it out there, isn't he? He's just like, I can't believe you're doing this to me, but I like it.
I need to learn Russian. I feel like Boomich would be a bundle of laughs.
Yes, seems like a very happy gentleman. Round 14, and again, no bomb planted, but there was a partial buy in the previous round. Just do the set pieces, boys. Let's last 2 rounds, A set pieces, get that bomb down. Let's at least have the Stars have a clutch situation on their hands, something.
Just something where there's coordinated flight paths, everyone's going in the same direction, everyone knows what everyone's watching, trading.
That's all I'm calling right now. I might like to say like 2 set pieces towards it, 1 at A, 1 at B, get 1 more round, we can do this. But 14-1, it's not going to work.
And I will be that devil's advocate and say that I really liked the G2 CT side of Mirage against the 100 Thieves. We're into the action, and you're right, to the extent that they are starting to group.
Yeah, they just have to do a set piece. It's the only option. You're not winning duels. You need to eradicate risks and overwhelm the numbers on the bomb side with 5 players.
Stifling CT utility towards underpass. 2 nades, a Molotov. All just to keep him at bay. Buy time for... Oh, he's already pushing. Boomich is already getting all the info. Ramp is clear. He's transferring all that information. Perfecto, he readies himself. The spray does not connect. Looking to reposition. Survival integral at this point. And the smoke embodies that. He can play around it. And Flamey's arrived. So is Perfecto into the feed. Kenny claws 1 back for G2. He needs more. But Simple snatch next out of the round. Hunter He found openings, but now he needs to find closings. He needs 3 frags, and Bumic's flank does connect.
Oh. Okay, Kenny, yes, we're going to need something a little bit special from you here. 3 versus 1. AWP in hand, plenty of time to dissect the round. But down he goes. It's going to be 13-1. They tried their luck towards B. They had a couple of trades, but this has been about a 5-minute half so far, and they have 1 round to show for it. 13-1. Looks like we have a champion at this point. I just don't know what they can do with this final round of MAC-10s, UMPs, Galils, and not much more. Na'Vi have brought out the auto sniper. They've thrown it away, fair enough. I was hoping to see it at some point, but Flamey shows some restraint. Final round. A execution looking likely. 4 players at A ramp. That is going to contact play for the smoke, I think.
Hunter just lost a lot of his health there.
He's towards B.
A lot of the survival of Hunter crucial to them not being rumbled too soon with his 4-man ramp stack. Kenny will be flashing them in. Who is the spearhead of this assault? Nexa and Jax swinging in, but Bumic gets enough time and he holds his spray. So confident in the pattern. Another chance. Good flash, this time actually from his teammates, excuse me. Blinding him and forcing him into an awkward fight. It will be Amanek, who already, though, keeping things level. Advantage maintained for Na'Vi. Has to be more than that. And now we go. Amanek and Hunter, they're keeping it competitive, but at what cost? He's only got 22 health to make this clutch a reality.
Good flashes, though. There's a chance here. He did spot a player, but couldn't pull the trigger in time. Amanek makes his way towards the steps, and he's got Perfecto, who hasn't gone down, I believe. He completed the perfect half. 14-0 on the grand final stage, and what could be the final map there. I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. Let's take a break and see if they can close this out and lift the trophy here in Katowice. You're not going to want to miss it.
Starting in Group A, Na'Vi began their adventures with a victory versus FaZe Clan, thrown to the lowers by the Swedish Fnatic, and rose from the ashes with victories versus the Ninjas in Pajamas, FaZe Clan again, and of course into the playoffs they strode with a quarterfinal victory, and now the semis, into the Grand. They have sailed and exceeded expectations, 2 rounds from a trophy lift.
Pretty remarkable scenes here. They've got so much buffer room, it's unbelievable. They swarm towards the A side, dunk an A towards Jack. A couple of bullets will take him down. He has to fall back. It's the bomb planted already. We've seen this many times before. Can they be as efficient as Na'Vi on the retake? I'm not so sure. Good flash bandits in CT spawn, and now they will make their way towards that position. A dink towards Hunter. It goes from bad to worse. They do have a defuse kit and a smoke. That's on the back of Amanek here, but they need to find a lot of kills first. It's going to be Perfecto to strike first. The first death he's had in this entire map.
They finally silenced Perfecto. He's like, what is this screen and what is that from Kenny? Quick triple all onto Boomich. Incredible on Nuke, and a stray bullet through the smoke doesn't look likely, and the defuse will come in, and G2, a necessary win, but there's so many more to come from that one. Boomich under pressure, but we see him survive and bring into the next. Round 17. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've got a G2 jersey, you've got your rosaries, whatever you need, will we see resistance on this third map? We've never seen a successful reverse sweep in a best of 5, and G2 not making a strong case in that first half to start one.
Well, unfortunately for G2, we do get the bomb planted for Na'Vi. That means more of the same what we saw in the first half. Kriegs and a Galil, a couple of deagles to back it up. Perfecto fires off a shot towards middle, and at this point, they still have 2 smokes, 4 flashes, waiting for any aggressive CTs here. They actually have more rifles than the defense. They've got a FAMAS and an M4. This is pretty even in that respect.
Yeah, I always can't help but lean towards the T side when I see that Krieg next to the name Electronic. And Flamey, let's not forget his Galil. He has had no issues making that weapon sing. In the semi-finals, an ace versus a full buy from Astralis. Well, that put them in the Grand, 2 rounds away from the trophy lift.
B split to come in, Alex. They'll smoke towards connector. That's been deployed. That's short. Flashbang to come round. Not the most ideal weapon for the job, but the HE might soften them up. That's going to do a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, about 100 there. We'll see them come. Oh, okay, Perfecto. Amanek needs one more here, but they know exactly where he is. That's the problem. He'll buy some time. He'll do what he can here. They drop down, and they'll find him. Kenny Esso has been playing well so far. Flamey has got his number, however. It's now a 4 versus 2. Nexa and Jax. No kid available. Flank coming in from the latter. MP9 in the hand. 2 kills, 16th death so far. Looks towards the bench. No one spotted, and now he has been. Smoke available. Nexa charges in. Low HP players here. He could pull this one off. 2 versus 1 now. Bomb ticking away with no kits. He'll need to find a quick kill, smoke the bomb, get a defuse going. But he has no idea who these last 2 remaining players are. Electronic hasn't missed many so far. Inflicts serious damage towards Nexa. Looks like we might have championship point here, and we certainly do. 15-2 overall. Money is absolutely broken for G2. They'll have no loss bonus behind this. $1,400 per player. Already used their timeouts. It looks like we might be done.
Malek just powerless. Forced to watch as the rest of this map will transpire. Good attempt from Nexa. Did manage to get himself a couple more for the stat pad. But yeah, this is unlike anything I've ever seen. I'm finding myself lost for words.
Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted, truly. And look at Electronic. He's just exuding confidence. He hasn't let go of W, and he's punished for it. Nexa now has a Krieg to fight this one off. And Kenny, he's not going down without a fight.
Interesting maneuver. A championship point, I have to say, but still they're making it work. 2 versus 2, and it's going to be Simple and Flamey, who just seem to be taking matters into their own hands. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Your champions are going to be Na'Vi. It's a 3-0 clean sweep here in the grand final. This is a legit team. I didn't have much expectations for the whole squad. Na'Vi over the years have never really had a comprehensive lineup that makes sense where all the roles are filled, but finally, behind the firepower of Simple Electronic, they've got the pieces they need to be a world-class